It's right in the heart of Bloomington, and it's always open. It's not just open for people to come in and pray, but we let homeless people come in and stay here when it's raining outside. We opened up our doors during the coldest nights of the year to let people sleep in the church, homeless people. This is sort of why I'm a part of this church. I think this is exactly what a church should do.
I was walking down Kirkwood, and there was a sign out front saying the church is open for quiet prayer and meditation. And I took that invitation and walked into the church, and have been coming back ever since. I just came in and was, I'd say, very captured by the Spirit through the liturgy, the community, the language, the readings. It spoke to me in a moving way and continues to speak to me in a moving way. There really seems to be just a tremendous vibrancy and a kindness, a warmth and openness that seems to invite anyone who's seeking God to continue in that search in a deep way and in a loving family.
We're only 3 blocks from campus, so many times when things were really dark and really hopeless, I would actually come down here to pray and to seek guidance. We have gone from being almost all Episcopalians, from birth or close to it, to a wide variety of people from a wide variety of religious backgrounds or lack thereof. Our socioeconomic stratum has widened, so we have people both way at the top and near the bottom of the social ladder. And those interactions force us to take more seriously our mission to the community. We now use our church one night a week, at least during the winter, as a low barrier homeless shelter. That means if you're drunk, you can still come in and sleep and be warm. Not because we condone drinking, but because Jesus commands us to care for the least of these, not just those who smell good.
The number of times that I come into the church, very often when I come to my office, I'll enter in through the front door. And invariably there are people there. Sometimes they're reading, sometimes they're quietly praying, sometimes they're over in the corner lighting candles, sometimes they're crying, sometimes they're asleep, drunk, passed out. That people come in and they want a place to be quiet and a place to really to be close to God. And I think they get that here.
My other spiritual home actually came first. It's Alcoholics Anonymous. And it was when I got to the 3rd step, which says we made a decision to turn our lives and our wills over to the power of God as we understood Him. I don't know that I was an atheist, but I certainly was agnostic. I had never in any meaningful way been churched as a child, but I felt that before I could turn my will and life over, and before I could make a decision to do that, I had to have one. So I wrestled with that a little bit and came to an understanding, and have discovered more and more that spiritual people inside and outside of the church are not people, they're not having founders, they are searchers, always, all of them.
I came to Trinity Church about 14 years ago, shortly after my mother died, when I was looking for a spiritual home for the first time in my life. And I was born and raised as a Jew, and at first thought there was very little chance that I could find that home in an Episcopal church. But at Trinity I found such warmth and acceptance of all parts of myself, and such a deep love that I was able to make a home here.
Our motto that we came up with, our logo, our mission statement, we came up with a couple of vestry retreats a couple of years ago, was open to love, open to serve, open to all. And I always get the 3 mixed up, but those are the 3. And so being inclusive is really important to this community. The newcomer ministry, where we try to get people into the parish through affiliation gradually rather than just, grabbing people. Charlie's vision is that we have people here for at least a year before we ask them to do anything. Just welcome them, love them.
I came to Trinity because it was obvious that there's a lot of potential here. There was so much creativity, so much energy, both in the community and in the congregation. I could just feel it, and I was not wrong. Trinity excites me mostly because of its location. It seems to be a sponge for the energy that is all around us, for the downtown community, which is just creative and fun and exciting, and then 2 blocks down there's the university, so there's the energy and the fluidity of the academic setting, of course, that permeates the culture of Trinity Church. You've got funky coffee shops across the street, and you've got really great restaurants, and mostly this town is really excited about learning. They're excited about exploring. They're excited about trying on new ways of being and doing. It's a very tolerant, helpful community. And I think that Trinity is right in the middle of all of that, providing opportunities for them to explore more deeply what spirituality means for them vis-a-vis the community and all of the various organizations that are in town who seek to do so much good.
If I can't do something, I know somebody else is there to help me and encourage me. So there's a lot of support. We have a prayer ministry starting that's new or getting re-energized, and that comes out of a layperson saying, I want to do this, and we're here to encourage that. So I'm excited about lay people taking on initiative in so many ways.
The thing that always, sort of speaks to me, it's in the post-communion prayer, in some form or fashion, we get that, now send us forth in the world. And I hear that. And for Trinity, we mean it.
There are always financial concerns, of course. I mean, it's a difficult time for everyone. And Trinity, we just recently built this building, this part of the building, an extended wing and a lot of renovations. And so we're still in the process of raising the money to pay that off, and that's always a challenge. I actually see that as a very positive thing for us right now, though, because since we're in this period when people are feeling optimistic and are seeing the church growing, I'm hoping that they will see the fundraising effort as part of that, as part of claiming ourselves responsibility for sustaining the church into the future.